What's good, everybody? This your boy Sean Mike. This is episode what I want to say, shit 3. I'm losing count. You feel me? But
How
this
you losing count so early?
man, just getting the shit going again, getting it revitalized, getting it up and going again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I got two talented independent artists from the city. We got your boy Aitch and Brian Brown. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing? Round of applause for you guys.
There
You
you
feel me?
go.
Hey.
You know it's official when you get the fake. when you get the fake audience clap. That's
That made me feel like I was on Tom Jordan. On the Tom Jordan, on the Steve Hall.
shit.
Man,
Thank you
what
for
it do,
having me,
fellas?
man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Lakers
for sure.
just won, so we lit in this hole. You dig?
Yeah.
You hear me?
We about 8 more games away from getting it done for Kobe. So let's make
For
this
sure,
shit shake.
For
You feel me?
For Kobe, but hey, it's still I can't even say nothing about my team. I'm an Indiana Pacers fan. So,
What happened?
Yeah.
You look like a Reggie Miller.
Hey, that's me. Pacers till I die, man. We you know what I'm saying? Spoelstra, bro. Jimmy
Why
Butler
y'all
and all
firing
them.
Nate for?
Man, he ain't getting it done.
He
He ain't getting it done, bro. He done been with us for like what? 2-3 seasons, bro, and he can't get us out. He can't even get us out of the first round.
I
bro.
guess my thing is
You know what I'm
like
saying?
y'all didn't have like the best team this year to be even putting Nate McMillan on the chopping block like that. Y'all was really relying on TJ Warren buckets.
And Oladipo, but Oladipo missed half the
And
damn season. You know what I'm
Oladipo
saying?
I mean, cause he
Nothing.
making it music. You hear me?
hey,
You know,
yeah,
I ain't on that nigga shade like that.
Nah,
like,
Oladipo really
He-
nice on
yeah,
the
nah,
R&B
for
shit.
real, though. I said, nah, this nigga here put more energy in this. He is. It's no way.
Man, look, we gonna stay down until we come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavily confident in us.
Yeah.
We just gotta find a coach. We gotta find a coach and keep a solid team because y'all know our specialty is we draft good. Don't act like we don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we drafted Danny Granger. We drafted Paul George. We drafted what?
Y'all drafted Kawhi shit.
And fuck that up.
And traded him for
Yeah,
fucking George
George
Hill.
Hill,
Yeah.
right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
y'all.
Don't
I
even
mean,
remind me
I've
of that.
always like rooted for the Pacers. I ain't gonna stand to you, especially
So-
when like Paul George junked on
Yeah.
what's your boy
Birdman.
Birdman? Oh
Yeah.
my god, Jesus.
Epic.
Still one of my favorite players of like all time, bro. Like he
So-
went crazy, but
For sure.
I just hate that Nate got done dirty like that.
Yeah. you
Shout
hate
out
to
all my
see-
black coaches, man. Free all the black coaches, cause
You hate to see brothers go through that, though. You know what I'm saying? But what's good, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just reached out because I was like, these niggas dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm
thank
feeling
you,
the energy.
man.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I see this nigga all the time at the gas station, and then I late nights, early mornings. You feel me?
Oh my
Nah,
god.
for real, man. Me and bruh done ran into each other so
So
many
many
times at
Facts.
3 in the morning. I ain't gonna say the gas station, man, because they gonna know where we move. You feel me? But they don't got no. And it's weird. I'm talking about every time we look at each other like, all right, man. So how you been? And we get to talking, chopping it up, and man, drop some gems on me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's
It be positive, you know.
Real
know
nigga
what I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah.
I try to be uplifting. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know how to be. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of life I'm trying to abide by. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You
man.
feel me?
Yeah.
And it's real,
I'm
man.
hella humble, and I can't change who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, and emo
That's
shit like
real.
that. though.
That's
Sure.
real,
That's
man.
it.
I love it.
Yeah, but you know, it's always some real shit when we talk, chop it up, and we always be like, bro, we gotta connect. We gotta. How can I help you? You know what I'm saying? This is how I can help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Both of y'all, really.
And I appreciate you even reaching out to help, man,
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
having us a part for sure, man.
Do y'all feel like platforms like this need to be more like prevalent within the city?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like elaborate though.
I think, me personally, I feel like more, I believe the more platforms like this should be more prevalent, obviously, but like they got to be more authentic, like how this is. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe people, you know what I'm saying? It's a culture that's often taken advantage of, and so I believe a lot of people just look at it. You know what I'm saying? They may look at it just to get their own fame or just to like, you know what I'm saying, get some views, get some pay, get some, you know what I'm saying? So like I know just my own experience with you, my nigga. Like, you know, that you're just genuinely
appreciate that.
invested in the culture.
Yeah.
So that's dope. Like, but it just gotta be more things like that. You feel me? Like, I just don't think everything is genuine. Everything is not genuine.
What makes you what I guess like what makes y'all hop on platforms like this outside of the authenticity?
Well, I mean, for one, you reached out, so for just off just
Yeah,
principle
off the
shit,
street,
you know,
yeah.
just out GP, I'd be a fool not to at least just consider what the hell is going on over here
Right.
and see
So-
what it's about. So that's first and foremost. Two, like I was saying before I got in here, at least for me, you know, promo is promo, and so however I need to like utilize such to get my name, my message, my music, my whatever out there, you know, as long as I'm given the space to, you know, speak my mind and be as, you know, unapologetically me as I can be, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So
I definitely agree with both both of you guys are saying. I guess like with me, I really create this because I'm a music lover, bro. I love music. I love music that moves my soul, my spirit, that talks to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all music does something to me. That's why y'all sit next to me. You know what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy.
But not just the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I said, we be talking about on some real everyday life shit, like getting real personal, which I ain't gonna say on here, but
Yeah, of course.
you feel
of
me?
course,
Like
of course.
it goes without saying. And same with you, bro.
Yeah.
I want to cultivate community, positivity, change.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that's the crazy thing about being from Nashville, though, is like that 6 degrees of separation, that tight knit type of looking out for one another. That's always been there. It's just the simple fact of everything around here is changing so much that
Right.
even that idea, that type of concept,
Yeah.
is starting to feel foreign. But
Yeah.
obviously, when we link up, we already know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Me and DH, you know, you know, we was talking about your cousin and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's just how Nashville is, and so we. No matter what
The
you're
real
doing,
Nashville.
you feel me? No matter what
real
you do,
Nashville.
no matter how we do, you know, we don't necessarily have to, but it's all if you step up to the plate, we do have a responsibility to kind of show people what it is like to be from here and how we truly get down.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I'm saying?
The Nashville way.
Yeah, and we don't, and the people up top could give two fucks about it. So we've got to be able to just do us and be proud about that. Even when people think we sound funny or y'all ain't nothing to do. There's plenty to do out here. There's plenty of fun. There's plenty.
Bruh,
of
do
things.
y'all remember the original Nashville though? Like do y'all remember the Slammer Jammers, the coming together days? You feel me? Like that was a different Nashville, but like now, I believe we of course it's a lot of progression, a lot of different people moving in, a lot of things that's been added to the city, and that's great. I love it. It's great. It's a lot of different places to eat now. I love that. You know what I'm saying? like so like that's all great and everything, but like I feel my favorite memories or my most warm emotions when it comes to when I think of the city comes from those events that we used to have. You feel me? Coming together day.
Come together.
Like, bruh, do you remember picking your fit out for coming together day, bruh?
Come together day was
Nigga
fly.
finna be, man, bruh.
Used to jump shitty for the fucking
come
African
on,
Street
Slammer,
Festival, man.
What?
You
Come
know,
on, Slammer Jammer at Gentry Center. Come on, bro.
Oh,
That was the
talking about Pep Rally?
man, bro. I remember the first time I saw. I was what about 11? I think I was 11. Nelly did his country grammar tour, and he was a part of a part of his tour was the Slammer Jammer at Gentry Center.
I believe it.
Bro, that man was in that thing. I'm going down, baby.
Lit. It was jumping.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't just Nelly, you feel me? It was just all the top. So like niggas just thinking about now, like we getting all these top people that's coming to the city now because Nashville's growing.
Niggas been coming down here, bro.
Niggas been
Shout out
coming.
C-Wiz. I don't know if C-Wiz, if you get a chance to like get a hold of this C-Wiz, thank you, bro. Please. C-Wiz deserve his flowers and then some, bro. Like just had Bun
Shout
and
out
Pimp
C-Wiz.
throughout the city. I mean, hella artists really
Man,
got
Cash
to
Money.
Yeah, you feel me? But C-Wiz was ginormous in that in that like early, like late 90s, early 2000s, almost like hip hop chitlin circuit type shit. Cause a lot of niggas be trying to play like Nashville, don't be having like no hip hop or no culture, but a lot of niggas' favorite artists done had to go through Tennessee and go through them rinky dink like venues and play them shows type thing, man. So it's just cool that somehow, some way, people like myself, DH, countless others, I'm sure we'll talk about throughout the night, are like find ourselves in the positions to be like the front runners to let people know like this is what's really going down. I don't consider myself no gatekeeper, nothing. Cause I ain't finna be like, hey, you ain't allowed in this town or nothing. Like that shit weird. But I will say though, like it's really cool to be able to like we from Nashville and this is how we kick it. This how we do. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, it ain't a lot of us left. That's like truly from here and still here. You know, so it like I said, you don't have to take up to that manner of responsibility, but why not though?
I guess that kind of leads me to a question. Why do y'all choose to stay in Nashville despite y'all's talent? Y'all could go elsewhere, venture off, but why do y'all continue to stay here?
Man, why do I stay here?
Well,
One, I love my mama.
Shout out to mama.
My pop family, hop tops. But I mean, I've been to Atlanta. I ain't been to LA. I ain't been to NY. But it's just something about here that even amongst the politics, I still feel like comfortable around here. Atlanta should be just it's
fake.
It'd be
fake as fuck. Nah, don't get me wrong. I got some real niggas in Atlanta, man. Some real stand-up guys. Some real, like, whatever you want to say, street niggas. I got some real entrepreneurs. Some real, just, you know what I'm saying, black men, black women, white men. Like, you feel me? Like, I got some people in Atlanta, but as far as, like, just the overall culture, this shit fake as fuck. Like, I fucking... Like, and you know, I don't give. I don't plan on, you know, like Atlanta being the goddamn it here. Either you can get in or you can't. So I'm gonna say what the fuck nah, bro, that shit be fake as fuck, man. So but more times than not, I done ran into motherfuckers who faking the funk for no reason. Yeah, my nigga, like you faking the funk because you think that this is what's cool, my nigga, and only because like. You know, like it's proven that that's what's cool, like because these niggas is getting on. But like them, you know, I feel like a lot of those niggas are actually being themselves. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, you know, but you know, just I'm speaking from all, you know what I'm saying, me. And my experience, type shit, my experience with it, you feel me? Like it's just too much fakeness. Like, and it's fakeness everywhere. Don't get me wrong. It's fakeness everywhere, but, like, it's just, man, it's cloudy. It's cloudy.
And at least with the Ville, I feel like I know how to navigate through it. So.
Niggas leave what they don't like, what they don't want to navigate through to go a place where
it's like 10 times worse.
It's 10 times worse, and no one knows you, nigga. I mean, you got your cousin them that know you here.
It's all perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you personally been through in Atlanta. I love the A. I love it down there. I got a lot of homeboys, my family down there.
It just be a lot going on.
It do. I guess I ain't really got to the nitty gritty as far as like the business down there. You know what I'm saying? Like really trying to be on some entrepreneur type shit down there. So I may not have been through the discrepancies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I have a good time every time I go down there.
Same. It's just in terms of
culture
like,
down there, it's black prominence.
Man, see, okay, now, boom, there it is. All right, now you said it's black prominence down there, which it is a lot of black people getting money. I do not say that that's the most black prominent place, even though everybody said, and you know, maybe it's stats that can prove me wrong on this, but I'm just talking off my own feelings, personal feelings. My favorite city in America is Houston. And to me,
I ain't been there.
To me, Houston is full of black pride, power, money, like, and without the fake shit. Like it's shit, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers, like, bro, everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's without the fake shit, bro. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna see everybody in Gucci. Everybody with some Louis Vuittons on, like you're not gonna see bro. Like you gonna see the nigga that you know that reminds you of the nigga that you grew up with down there, and this nigga got money too. You feel me? But he's still him. Yeah. Like it's, I don't know, bro. I like Houston, you know, but that's just like I said, it's my own personal opinion.
And now that you mention it, Nashville, like I ain't never been to Houston myself, but just the way that like Houston carries itself and like protects its like culture and its history. Like I tell you, one time I went down there, and you was down there too. I think South by I think it was 2015, actually 2015. I know I seen you at one of the South bys, 14 to 15, but just in particular this instance, 15. Anywhere Trader Truth walked, he had like a whole crowd of 50 people behind him, bro. Anywhere. Man. Anywhere. And it's just things like that. It's like, even with people like that, because not only is Trader Truth good at what he does in his craft and his art, but he also comes back home to make sure that like he can invest in this city, put some good people in good positions. Also, just take care of folk who might need it. And because of that, you see a situation where like you could have swore Trader Truth is Jesus. No bullshit, bro.
You got a Trader Truth day in Houston.
You feel me? So it's
his own day.
And so that I think that's the one thing about Nashville. It's kind of like whenever I go, I don't get 50 people walking around me, but it's love though. Yeah, it's respect, and it's a mutual respect, and it's admiration. And then on top of that, like we've been saying, because things have changed so much now, there's no reason to not just make sure that like way after I'm long gone, like my imprint, my impact is felt standing somewhere in the place I call home. So that's really that's really the thing. It's like I've just seen so many people come and go. I've seen so many people be what ifs, and the fact that I'm living my dreams out from my hometown, from a place where niggas don't even, a lot of folk, DH can tell you, don't get out of here. You know, we know niggas who do not get out of here, period. And I know niggas love to talk about, how cowboy hold down this shit is. This shit was like top 10 murder rate for a lot of my childhood growing up type shit. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to uplift folk in our own ways and passions and let them know that like even around here you can still be seen all over the place, why not? You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot to take in, fellas. That's some real shit. Do y'all feel like I'm gonna kind of elaborate more on this, and then we can move on to a different subject. But do y'all feel like the torch kind of just ain't never been lit and passed down to like another generation here?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you answer that question.
OG, answer
I do got a lot to say about that.
Yeah, you've been in it way longer than I have. Man. Sure.
So me personally, I feel like to answer your question up front, no, the torch has not been passed. But to also answer your question, the torch is lit, but barely. Motherfuckers is you know what I'm saying? And before I believe, before we can reignite that same torch, I think, you know what I'm saying, if we don't do something, a whole nother torch is gonna be walking around this motherfucker. And then it's gonna be which it's already remnants of it, a divided hip hop culture in Nashville. But okay, so me personally, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was young, I got to watch, you know what I'm saying, I represent the real niggas, the Quantic Cashes, the Pistols, the you know what I'm saying, Certain World Clique, you feel me? East
Bezel
Wicked.
Gang.
We got Bezel Gang. They was young niggas in
when you talking about OGs.
I'm talking about like so like I mean like Big Pistol was the first nigga that really got signed. You feel me? Like Easy and them came out here and got him. He was with He was actually on Ruthless Reckless. You feel me? Ruthless Records. But like, and Big Pistol in '93, nigga, had goddamn it Preston Taylor Projects, nigga, all over that video that niggas was ordering on the box. You feel me? This nigga was riding around Preston Taylor Projects in a drop top, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was at '93. I was just born.
Yeah, like in '93. I mean, like, yeah, like nigga was what, 6? Yeah, something like that. Like,
but you got to see somebody from here doing it though.
You feel me? But that was a whole different Nashville. You feel me? Yeah. That was when I say that was a whole different Nashville during that time, like the same way an old nigga from like the 40s, 1940s and 50s and 30s will tell you how the black community, we had a real community then.
Yeah.
We cared about each other, and and they'll tell you that things switched around the same time as the civil rights movement, which that's a whole nother conversation. If we go there, but like that's how I'm telling you now. Like the community here in Nashville was a lot different. I'm talking about the radio station. Talking about at night. That's when we had 92Q. We had 106.7. You feel me? This before
A lot of
101.
niggas don't remember
You feel me?
106.7.
Yeah, like, but on 92Q, nigga, we had Red Walker. It's 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Red Walker.
I
Red
remember
Walker.
that.
You
Good
feel me?
grief.
Come on, man. Red Walker, man. Red Walker was a guy that was on the main radio, main hip hop radio in a country city. That was it. He was hitting every side of the city, my nigga. He was in the hood, like Red Walker.
that.
Red Walker was doing it,
I
and
gotta
he
do
was.
my due diligence. I'm not privy, bro.
You feel me? And like, but like, I during that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just more of a sense of community as far as the black community, and they supported each other. That's the only way Buck got out with him and D-Tay with the back on up and give me room. Like the city got behind them. And that's the whole thing is that now to me is such a divided culture. Because like, man, all right. Well, I'm gonna say, because you said something about it earlier when you were talking to me about like my music. You were saying that like, I feel like you got this hood. What you said? I feel like you got this.
It's you get two different type of days. You know what I'm saying? You get trap Dave, and then you get like fucking smooth, intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Like really smooth on some smooth shit, Dave. You know what I'm saying?
And I believe that's because for one, I've been blessed to create with a lot of different individuals from different walks of life, and like so me being in these different rooms, it allowed me to take things to different ways or whatever. But as far as like with our Nashville hip hop scene, we have the one who everyone knows us for, Young Buck. We have the Young Buck side, and then we have the Music City side. But at one point in time, that's what it was. It's not like that anymore as much because of whatever.
Yeah.
But like at one point in time, it was like the hood shit versus like the hip hop.
Yeah,
type shit.
I mean, it still kind of is a little bit.
And that's
it's weird.
That's the fucked up part about it, because me as an individual, I've been able to work with niggas on both, and niggas is the same.
Yeah.
So like, why are the same people not at the same shows? Like, why are the same people not on the same shows together?
Yeah.
Like, so why is it that when we do a show, it got to have all straight street shit on this show, and then it's hip hop on this show, when it's like the same people listening to both of them? So why are we not mixing these crowds?
And I really quick, I give some much respect to Elroy, the boy, for even because he had me on the what was that, the Break the Cycle joint. Yeah. I think it was the second version of that. I think it was about like 2-3 years ago or something like that. I appreciate him for doing such, just strictly because it was a folk. I'm out East baby throwing through with Meridian Court. You feel me? And there was some folk in there who, I guess, let perception tell that they was a quote unquote hood nigga, but as soon as I got off stage, they was like, "Oh, you tight, you ill," and that feeling in itself is way more better than Rod than A&R executive talking about, "Oh man, your shit tight," because that's them people from your side of town, them people from home talking about, "Hey man, I needed to hear that," and I get this backpack lyrical miracle label, and I don't even be rapping like that for real. I just be telling the truth and just keep it as honest as I know, because I'm just I can talk about those things, but I wasn't living it. I was surrounded by it though, for sure, nothing else. And so I just do my best to just kind of give my narrative of those situations and those trials and tribulations as best as I can. And so I feel like, to answer your question, I feel like right now the torch about as lit as it's been in a while.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, this time around, I don't even think it was ever passed down. I think niggas just kind of had to make their own fire. Yeah. You feel me? And and that in itself I think was going, eventually whoever's a playmaker or doing some type of part in this is gonna reap what they sow whenever it's all said and done. Because to go back to Houston, it kind of feels like we're still tipping, sitting sideways back then type of jam away from like, you get through the gate, you get through the gate, you get through the gate type of situation. But we literally like had to like take that. Also, as much as Buck did, Buck never hit a plateau that was, Dr. Dre could go back to Cali and start in the scope. T.I. can go to Atlanta and start like Hustle Records and Granddad. Like we've never had that.
We
never had that.
All right, so I'm gonna speak my mind again. We never had that because Buck never, man, to whom much is given, much is expected.
Bingo.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Like Buck is a part of the same class, T.I., Jeezy, Gucci. You feel me? And he did more than them at that time.
He was putting up some numbers.
But he went plat twice.
He was putting up some numbers.
Like straight out Cashville and Buck the World.
I got Buck the World. Yeah, I had on CD.
Like
Buck the World's crazy.
Cashville was always
I remember when Buck was hosting Spring Bling on BET, my nigga. Yeah. Like that's you're a superstar at that point, right? Like, come on, bro. Like, who would be hosting if Spring Bling was still going on BET right now? Who would be hosting that shit, nigga? Like, fucking what? Goddamn it,
who would be like right
Roddy
now?
Rich, nigga.
Type shit, yeah.
So that gives you a perspective of where Buck was during that time.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? He was that guy. You feel me? Like so
the Let Me In video was ginormous.
Yeah. And my thing is like I'm not 1 inch blaming him at all. Only thing I'm saying is to whom much is given, much is expected. I feel like even like I feel like Star has done more for the city as far as the scene than Buck did. Like just off of trap alone. Just off what he been doing for Trapper Mandel alone.
It's huge. Yeah.
Off of Trap alone, because Trap is a nigga that's straight from the hood. You feel me? Straight from the city, from the heart of West Nashville. Don, man. Shout out to my dream team guys. Don Fly, you feel me? RP Don. But like and for Star.
I know Travis from out west.
Nah, man. What? Nah, man, he's straight. He's real deal.
I know that. That's all right. Yeah.
But it's for Star to share his platform with him is dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that of course in Atlanta, like everybody always want to compare Nashville to Atlanta, just like, but any city I've been to, they always compare their city to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So like it's more platforms to share there than it is in any other city besides like a LA or Houston. Even in the Houston, nigga, like niggas do platinum numbers in their own state in Texas. Mm-hmm. Like the niggas would tour in straight Texas.
Yeah, Slim Thug went platinum before he even signed with Star Trek and them. Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
I just don't feel like Nashville's that type of city.
But it can't be. Why? How can it not be if it's doing the same numbers for country music? How can it not be when hip hop is the number one selling genre of music in the world?
And you got a lot of these.
So how
you got
can
a
it
lot
not
of them
be?
like a lot of those.
So it got to be some shit in the game, right?
Listen, a lot of them like country studios that you wouldn't give a damn about hip hop. Guess who they calling to help their writers make jams right now?
Yep. You are 100% right.
Trust me, I ain't even gonna toot my own horn, but they done tried to get me in a couple of them writing sessions. They know what the fuck going on out here. You feel me? Like I think that's the crazy thing about it now too. Is like niggas is paying attention tremendously. We as artists, we from here just have to we cannot let up anymore. Like it's always, I feel like, it's always been like a moment where up, boom. We have to just keep trajecting. We have to keep going. No matter what. I know life gets the best of us. I know this shit get hard. I totally understand that. And you talking to a nigga who took forever to finish Journey. So I can't even be talking too crazy, but this time around, like we have to keep the momentum going. Like we cannot stop for nothing.
I think them young niggas getting down right now.
It's a lot of young niggas getting down, and I'm trying to get hip too. It's a lot of young niggas getting down right now.
Young niggas getting down on the internet, boy.
Yeah, it's that one. It's this one kid. He got that "Pain in Me" track. I cannot think of his name. I wonder if I make it out with the pain follow me. I cannot think of that nigga name. He's nice. Of course, 100K Tuck get a lot of love. What's the other one?
I can't go nowhere without nobody saying his name.
Lil Stain be getting a lot of love. Who else? Man. It's a couple. I'm trying to get hip now, man, because a lot of people like, man, you don't listen to that type of shit. It's like I do. I just don't know where to find it. Right, you feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they could probably say the same thing about me. It's like they probably would fuck with it if they could, but they don't know how to. You know, niggas don't know how to find it, where to go, type shit. So.
IQ, every last one of them niggas coming through that trailer. That trailer, man. That trailer was a magical spot, man.
Who y'all fucking with that's around our age? Like, it's a lot of people out here. Like I said, I personally like I'm fucking with Q Parks and I'm fucking with Ronald Bossy. I'm fucking with this dude named T Simp too.
I ain't heard of him. I ain't got something to you.
Yeah, T Simp is nice.
That nigga Q Parks nice.
Q Parks. I've heard of that name too.
That nigga Q Parks nice.
I've heard that name. I've been seeing that name. I'm a big Obasi fan. I'm a big Indigo fan. Ro Marquez is finna drop one of the craziest albums of 2020.
I like that running.
Hey man,
that video goes stupid.
Hey man, we had a ball on during that one. Shout out to Black Sun. Of course, shout out KB, still holding it down. But big G Slab fan. G Slab EP from earlier this year. Was it earlier this year? Or like middle of this year has been really, 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 really good.
Man, this year been stupid.
Petty just dropped a new Little Island Bobby. Stan new EP. New EP is the lockdown. Stupid. It was stupid. Big stupid, man. It ain't too many that I don't rock with for real. It's just more so like I'm just bad at listening to niggas' music. Yeah. Like I'm just like I be so in my own little space that like I be behind when everybody like finally drop. That be my own thing. But it ain't too many niggas I ain't fucking with for real. Cause we got a lot of niggas out here. I'll put up with anybody on me. Like you tell me to pick like 10 rappers from here and put them against and put our music against theirs.
You talking about like different coasts?
Oh yeah,
bruh, man, that nigga A1 Yo been getting out too.
A1 Yo. So you got it's some names you mentioned. I got to get hip, man.
A1 Yo. A1 Yo been getting off, man.
I got to get hip.
You know who I could
Stokes. B Stokes nasty. Stan put me on him.
B Stokes nasty.
Stan put me on him.
Yeah, B Stokes
like,
nasty.
You gotta check my nigga out, man.
B Stokes is solid. B Stokes, be solid. Yeah.
B Stokes, you know. But you saying like people our age, so I'm thinking.
You know, like that 25. And
shout out Bizzo.
Yeah.
Shout out Lit. Yeah. Shout out Lit too. Shout out Lit. Shout out KB. KB been going crazy this year too. KB ain't really missed the drop. Yeah, Lil Lion is somebody I need to mess with. Lil Lion is cold. Yours truly, Jay. That might be yours truly, Jay. Lil Shotty singing her ass off. She just turned 21 not too long ago. She just dropped the EP called Monarch. Fucking chef's kiss. Fucking cold, bro. Her and this other chick named Ryan, man. We got it's a lot of talent out here, bro. It's a lot. Like I'm sure there's some names I'm even forgetting about, but it's a lot of talent out here for sure.
I guess like because I do feel like Nashville has a stigma like it's all y'all trying to compete with Atlanta, like you were saying, like they always compare us to Atlanta, but the sound out here really don't remind me of no Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's just what you tapped into.
It's some like it's for me. I think it's like.
Do we even have a sound?
It's like blue collar blues. It's like blue collar talk, in my opinion. I think Nashville does not get enough credit for how much of a like down to earth, nitty gritty, get to the money, get to the bag type of town we are. And no matter what side you from, I just think we do a really good job of chronicalizing everything that we embody, everything that we try to capture, everything that we try to do on a day-to-day basis. It's a lot of like everyday lifestyle type of raps too and shit. And we just be, I think we in the Bible Belt, we in the red state. Yeah. It's a lot of things that factor into our raps, into our mindset that we could either, make or break us, but we decide to use that as motivation and turn that into like you can do it too, or it's gonna be all right, man. So it's one of them like just real uplifting type of things where if you get the chance to listen to it, you can get a lot of messages out of it for sure.
Man, me personally, as far as like the Nashville sound, man, I feel like our strength is that we don't have a sound. I feel like that's our strength is that we're very eclectic. Like the sound, as far as like when you talking about hip hop, because it's such a mixed, everything is it's a melting pot. It's a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? And maybe other cities are like that, but I believe even though everybody when it comes to hip hop in the world is competing with Atlanta because Atlanta is Mecca when it comes to hip hop. Like just off of the numbers of people that get on out of Atlanta, as far as like their culture is glorified. So
I feel like New York is just as the same as well. I feel like that is the original.
it's the
but Atlanta been the Mecca for the past like 20 years at this point.
I can't. Don't let me belittle them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. But I feel like our strength is the fact that we got so many different. You can get whatever you want. Like it's dope shit. Like it's like literally just dope shit on whatever type of thing that you're on when it comes to just music, period. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's our strength. I think we
it's something for everybody for sure.
Yeah. We focus a lot on like, do Nashville have a sound? Like Atlanta has a sound. Like yeah, they do have a sound. And I think that because like, just if you want to speak obvious type deals, like if someone has something, then to be different, you shouldn't have that. So like if we don't have that, then like I think that's enough for us to be like, well, we got something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That may have flew over anybody who listened to that. but like we got something if it's not that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like what you said though. Like we don't really have that distinct sound, which makes us that is our strength. You know
I was gonna say with Atlanta having a sound, with New York having a sound, with even Cali having a sound, with places having a sound,
Chicago.
People will do their best to like duplicate that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't duplicate what we're doing out here, and niggas have just been trying to. I think the hard part, maybe I could be wrong about this, is like people trying so hard to put a sound on it and trying to like promote it in a way that like this is the Nashville sound. It's kind of like, bro, just let it be. Yeah. Just let that shit be. Just let that shit rock. Yeah. Niggas is gonna rock with it regardless, whether it be like 100, 1,000, a million. If you gonna rock with it, but because we don't have a sound, people can't try to like rip it off or try to like redo it or nothing like that.
I
Like,
used to like you from Nashville, man. Only you say is if niggas say like that.
Like that.
Niggas
like that. And then, we say whatever west side you from. You don't say west side, out east, out west, out east. You know what I'm saying? Like it's little things that we'll say and do, like, jump shitty and stuff like that we got in our lingo. But it's one of them codes that like it's special if you truly know and understand exactly what's going on and what's being talked about for real. So, and I don't know, man. It is kind of cool not having no sound now when I think about it, just because what you hear is what you get, and like the was saying, you don't know what to expect, and that's the beautiful part about it, is to expect the unexpected, man.
And also what people don't know, it scares them. So that I think that plays into a part of like why we, and just why we why people don't know how dope this shit is. Like, because I do listen to other people's music at the chances I have. Mm-hmm. But like I don't listen like for the most part I be trying to like stay just with motherfuckers who, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening to here in the city. Like, because it's always something dope that I'm catching. But at the same time though, like, I got little cousins and they gonna put me up on this other shit. And then I'd be like, damn, bro, like that shit hard, but like my nigga from out south, you feel me? I'm just being general. Like this nigga shit might be harder. Just as hard. But because he's not, on this label or who this is or like whatever,
but I mean, and eventually hopefully we'll just get out that mindset and just support, because that's really what it all boils down to, man. We just like you said,
that's what's happening. I me personally, I feel like the the city is tapping in. The city is tapping in more to its music, and I'm saying that now, as far as like 25 and up, are just now beginning to tap into the music that's here in the city, whereas the 16 to 23s
They going to school with these niggas.
Been on it.
Music.
They been on, and so like I was blessed to be able to record like a lot of these little young niggas at the trailer, the Lil Bre's, the Niecey Elliots, the 615 exclusives, the Lil Gans, the Fredo Ruthless.
Niecey's cold.
Niecey
can rap.
But see what people don't know, and like so Niecey now she been working with Mike Ewing,
and that's genius.
And so Niecey, like we was all over that Diamond Sound together. You know, Mike had a studio over there too, and so I kept telling Mike like, bro, like I kept telling him, I said, bro, if I had a record label, I had $1 million right now, I would put my money in her, because what niggas don't know is the girl can sing her ass.
I believe it. I have no reason to doubt it.
Bro, it's some music.
She's a force. She's a force to be reckoned with. And her being with Ewan in that ear and his just talent and his just musicianship.
He's gonna take it to the next level.
As soon as they, I guess, get like the image right, whatever you want to call it, which I don't even think she really need to work on that for real neither, because she's gorgeous, beautiful. She want to be, you know what I'm saying? But once they really piece the whole package together with her, oh man, it's gonna be a problem. Especially with the way that black women are just kind of like winning big time in hip hop right now. She could come through and just really
wreck some shit.
Because she got a little bit of sass on her too. Like she
and she got a little bit of hood in her too. So that's what's great about it.
You put them two together. She's smart. You can tell she's big smart. Yeah. I fuck with Niecey tough.
Yeah. But like I was able to do a lot with my guy Fredo Ruthless, man, Free Fredo, you feel me? And like so with a lot of his tracks that we dropped, they turned out to be like, you know, big hits for him. You know, he had some million view videos on YouTube right now. And he ended up getting, you know, signing with Bag now,
Moneybagg?
Endless Records. He ended up signing with Endless.
I didn't even know Moneybagg had a label.
Well, I mean, it's really Zach Randolph and
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But Bag signed to Endless.
Okay.
He signed to Endless, and now they got one of them other, you know, little Pooh Shiesty nigga. But
I've been hearing a lot of Pooh Shiesty.
It's one of the niggas in his clique, the big
Grape dude.
I forgot his name. Big something. He signed with Endless too.
Okay.
And then, you know, but anyway, like just seeing the success that he got, and then seeing the success that, you know, the little trios, the Lil Bre's, the Lil Gans, he, you know what I'm saying? He getting 50 to 100,000 views on all his videos that he putting out. And these ain't bought views like this
natural shit.
These natural views, and these little young niggas is traveling, bro. They going to doing songs and features with other niggas that's coming up in Baton Rouge, in New Orleans, in Houston, and so they getting on with these other niggas.
Chilling circuit shit, man.
These Rollo Rodriguez, these No Caps, like that's why I first heard of these niggas because these little young niggas that I was recording was having features from these niggas. I'm like, who is this little nigga? He from Alabama.
Yeah,
but like
the little niggas out here in the Ville is really shaking stuff, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I'm just now like slowly but surely like getting help and stuff, but they just telling their truth how they know it, bro. And you know, some people might call it like ignorant, some people might call it hood, but hell, if that's your environment, that's how you know what the fuck else you supposed to talk about. You don't classify that as anything. You can't be mad at that. That's just what they know type shit. So
the biggest difference I saw between, like, you know, from niggas that's 26 and up doing the music, from them, the 25s and below, really not even 25, the 23s and below.
23, 22, yeah.
22s and below, is the fact that, like, you know, the niggas that's a little older, they came in trying to get followers and shit like that. These little niggas already had 20,000 followers in the 11th grade.
And see
in
that
10th grade.
And I say this
Like, and
too.
it be 20,000 motherfuckers around the city.
Them have you feel me? And that's how a lot of
like you feel me? Other little kids that's the same age as them, bro. So like when they post something, it's really hitting.
I was about to say that's how I got. I say that's how I really got when I first started off. Like that's how I was telling niggas like, listen, this time, this moment, we tweeting this song, this link at this point in time, bada boom, bada bang. They came into it already having social media. So Twitter came out my sophomore year of high school, I think. My sophomore fall 09, so like sophomore year. So I won't even say playing catch up when by the time I got to Twitter, but I had to go ahead and get some followers shit. These niggas already got it.
These little niggas be having 10, 6, 7, 8,000 followers when they're in the 8th grade. My little nephew right now, my little godson, like the little nigga got like 8,000 followers, bro. He's in the 8th grade, bro. He's in the 8th grade. Come on. He's in the 8th grade. And so these 8,000 followers, for one, his dad ain't bought him no followers.
You feel me?
Like,
and that's the thing about that too. It's a good chance he knows a lot of them niggas too.
Like,
of course,
these are probably little 5th grade girls that like him too.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? Like they have a built-in machine with this, which we all know, like opens up so many different avenues to where your parenting skills got to be right because but at the same time when you just talking about entertainment wise, they have a built-in program that's already for like you know what I'm saying, like that. So the age of building your fan base is almost over. Like don't get me wrong, of growing your fan base will never be over. But of building your fan base is almost over. Yeah. It's almost like if you don't come in with it, it's like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like where do you what's going? Because like I'm saying. Yeah, that's your language. Yeah. I mean because just where the world's going, bro. These little kids are hitting social media at 10, 11 years old, 12 years old. Like
feel me? Lil Bre got on Instagram and got like 1 million followers out top.
Come
that nigga
on,
like
bro.
14, man.
That
shit's crazy.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah. You're 15 years old and everything you post gets 500,000 views or more.
So let me ask y'all this then.
A lot of pressure.
How do niggas like us get a fighting chance then? It's all about grind, work ethic.
Well, I mean, for one, I'm a big believer in the 1,000 fan theory. Like you get a good 1,000 people that's gonna constantly show up, buy your shit, yada yada yada. Yeah, 1,000 people at $10 a head, maybe a CD, or like 1,000 people, $30 a shirt.
My whole thing is that like that. See that question. I agree with that too.
But even then though, like it's one of them things where you cater to those who give a fuck, and word of mouth is always gonna spread regardless. You feel me? Like even when I don't be thinking, like I look at my situation sometimes and be like, man, I could be doing a little bit more. Then some nigga from Botswana be like, hey, bro, keep going. I'm like, wait a minute, what you like? Something you in Africa listening to my shit like that? You feel me? And that in itself just reminds me like, okay, it ain't exactly how you want it to be just yet, but it's the simple fact for me that I ain't never got to ask myself what if about my own dreams. It's there and it's happening. So for folk like us. I don't even think we're at a disadvantage. We just got to do a better job of focusing on those who actually give a shit and stop trying to cater to everybody who ain't paying attention. Yeah. If they want to pay attention, they will. Exactly. Otherwise, thank you for your ear, your time, and for even taking the chance to even want to listen. God bless you. I'm sorry it wasn't for you, but you gave it a second. Thank you for that. And we gotta start being more like thank you. You feel me? Because niggas, that's really the big thing for us like our age. I feel like we're at a disadvantage, I guess, quote unquote.
I don't think it's a disadvantage, man. I think it's enough money out there for everybody.
Yeah, bingo. Bingo.
Enough money out there for everybody.
And you either want to go get you a piece and get it from those who want it, or you
sit back and can play.
Just sit for bingo. Nothing more, nothing less, man.
That's facts, man. That's facts. Shit, let's change gears, man. I do want to kind of get the music out. Y'all over here talking about some real shit. Like, damn.
That's what happened when you got the real conversations, man. Literally, that's how it is out here, man.
Y'all made me realize how out of the loop in Nashville I am.
Nigga, I'm out the loop, and I'm in the city.
I'm from here. I'm like, damn, I don't. So where you from, bro?
I'm from here, born and raised.
What side though?
Out east, Meridian.
Yeah, well, I told you, man. When you were talking about Brownson, now we were East Side babies. Like,
Yeah.
how can I not know? How can I
Sure.
not know a guy from the East Side?
Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not. I was not like outside like that by any means, but I was no. From 90, I was 93 Baptist Hospital, baby. My folk was out in Antioch for like a couple years, and then I was on 130 Meridian Court from 96 till I moved out, which was like 2015 type shit. I moved to Chat to go like work with Tig in the house and all that. Okay, yeah. And then I went to, but then at the same time though, like I went to school all out north. I went to Jones Padilla for K through 4th. I went to John Early 56, Head 7th, then I finished up at MLK. So. You know, it's kind of hard not to be like all around the city as a whole, but in general, definitely out east for sure, without question. Yeah.
DH, where you from again?
Man, I'm from East Side, man, all the way, man. But see, my journey was a little different. Even though I stayed out east, I went home every day out east on 1114 Farland Street, right outside of 11. Like, but you know, I grew up 909 Delmas. Then I lived over there by Panorama. Then I moved from over there to right over there across the street from the Bill Mart and out south of 11, right out Shelby, you know what I'm saying? But you know, sports was a big part of my life. And so as I got older, I was getting in trouble a lot. And you know,
you was getting in trouble, DA. I'm fucking with you.
You know, that was during them East Balling days.
Oh man,
during the East Balling days,
East be balling.
He was on the East Ballings and shit. And you know, man, nigga was just getting in trouble, man. Just doing what young niggas do, being very egotastic. And prideful,
egotastic.
And you know what I'm saying? just always trying to prove myself and doing all, you know, like just young dumb shit. And so my mama had the great idea of getting our ass up out of East Nashville, and she moved me right. She moved. She went and got a house like out there by Glen Cliff.
Where?
Like right off of Thompson Lane.
Okay.
That area.
Yeah.
So I stayed out there. But by this time, you know what I'm saying, I'm 11th grade, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just to keep me away and you know, and it was great. I'm glad she did. Yeah. I'm glad she did everything, but you know, I went to Brentwood Academy in high school, my guy. Like, I went to Brentwood Academy. I went to Haddocotton, from Haddocotton growing up, from Haddocotton to Meigs.
Are you in the Meigs? That's hard.
Yeah, from Haddocotton to Meigs, to BA.
Right.
So
damn, you ain't go to Unified?
Hell nah. Hume Park ain't had no football team.
True.
Football.
Bet.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I played football, so like, you know, I went to where I felt like I could go to the league.
I feel that, and BA is one of them programs for sure. That's crazy that they just been like that for a while at this point, man.
Yeah, man.
Football and basketball.
Yeah,
man. But you know, I'm from out east, man. And you know,
likewise. I do remember the tornado back in
98.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Riverside Drive, right over there by Shelby Park.
Mm-hmm.
Literally used to walk to Shelby Park every day. You know
I played for the Raiders, man. Jesse Neely to
yeah.
PAL. Jesse Neely to PAL, man.
Oh, you play Police Athletic League. Good Lord, man. Shout out Coach Jadon. I don't know what that man is doing these days, but
Coach Jadon,
yes,
man,
that was my
guy.
basketball coach,
You
man.
You know him too?
Yeah. He played for Jadon. See, you played for Jadon. See, you know what I'm saying? So I was right above you. See, Jadon, coach, and then right up the year above y'all was Steve, Paul. Yep. Robert Left coached down right there sometimes. Sometimes he even coached a year above us. But yeah, man, that's that. But them years was.
Them was the days, boy. Good grief.
Them was the years.
Used to be at Lit, and that was the worst basketball court. I swear.
Man, that motherfucker was dusty
as hell.
Niggas sliding everywhere. They can't stop. You run too fast. You're not gonna stop.
Bro, it was the worst basketball games because that shit was.
They had bats in the gym,
bro. On me, yeah.
They had bats.
It was. It was fun as hell, but Linton's court was top 5 worst courts hands down. It was awful, bro. I can't even believe niggas used to play on that every Saturday like that.
Our game got stopped because a bat started flying around the gym. We had to wait for the bat.
What gym was this?
And Litten.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right out OG Road.
So it's just a lot of good energy in here right now. I'm just soaking it all in, bro. I really feel like an outsider in my own city. How y'all talking? I'm like, God damn, I ain't experienced half this shit. But really, it's just like a lot of it come from like after the tornado, we immediately moved to Antioch. So after that, that was the rest of my life type.
Okay.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I just always had it.
And see, you was in Antioch when it was still kind of like it was like new, like Hickory Hollow Mall.
Yeah,
God
damn.
So you was out there in Antioch when everybody wanted, because y'all had all the baddies.
Y'all had all the baddies at, bro. The baddest
I'm
bitches
talking about
staying in there, boy.
And all the good parties.
Yup.
In Antioch, all the good little kickbacks.
Yes. Good grief. You was there in the prime Antioch. Good lord.
You that same class like Lil Walter and all them, huh? Lil, CKDO niggas, all them. You know them?
When did you graduate?
09.
Yeah, Reggie graduated.
So, but I went to Laverne though.
Reggie was like what, 08, 9?
Yeah, Reggie graduated. He graduated 08. Yeah, 08. Yeah.
Cause Walt went to play ball at UT for a little second too, right?
Him and Jay. Yeah, Walt, Josh Bone, all them. They graduated 08.
Okay.
They all graduated 08. So Tremaine.
Shout out Walt and them too, man.
Yeah,
Walt done turned into a fabulous DJ. I'm proud of you, boy. If you see this footage, man, you cutting up on them turntables now for sure, man.
Yeah, my family.
Oh, for real, that's your peoples?
Right.
I didn't know that. It's so small as a word. I know. And man, look, man. I ain't got to talk about, man. Walt, look, this is, you feel me? Walt, no, bet.
Not just Walt, man. Ryan, Walt, JB, Tremaine, Reggie.
Yeah.
God damn it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole CKDO before CKDO. You feel me? Like, these my little brothers, man. These my little brothers, because, I like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't know how it
It's
go.
stories.
It's big stories, man. We had to do like a second episode of this shit. Come back.
We got to bring them all in, bro, because that's what we need. We need more unity, bro. We need like this whole six degrees separation that you were talking about. Like, we need to let motherfuckers know, bro. No, I know somebody that you know. I love somebody that you love, bro. So we should love each other. Like we gotta make this shit known again, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and the old people know it. The older niggas know it.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like, but they, you know what I'm saying, they ain't trying to.
They're the reasons for that type of like culture and attitude that we even have in the first place, to take a village type shit. I don't know where the separation or the gap really started to take place. I kind of want to say it was kind of like the middle 2000s when they took a lot of the dope boys out the streets for real, and they really just started like street sweeping this motherfucker for real. And that kind of like started exactly what you're seeing right now. Like this.
Shout out my nigga Freeze, man. Shout out my guy Calvin Bryan, man. If you don't know who Calvin Bryan is and you looking at this, you need to Google that man's name and you'll see how much of an important. Oh man, Big Freeze. You know Big Freeze. Big Freeze, man, Big Freeze a staple of the city of Nashville. Big Freeze is a man who is well respected in the gang culture of Nashville, along with just any kind of street activity that you would think of. But he's also well respected in the political political culture of Nashville, the youth, the sports world. Like, he's one of the greatest running backs to ever come through the city. And Big Fridge was a 6'1", 270-pound tailback that ran a 4.5. You know what I'm saying? Like
disgusting.
Like my guy used to hit backflips. My guy would hit 10, 15 backflips in a row at 270 pounds. That's how much athlete he was. But outside of all of that, Fridge ended up doing 10 years in federal prison. But that, not to make that his whole story, because when he got out, he was able to change some drug zone laws in the city of Nashville, all off of it, because he got out. They wanted him to stay longer, but because of it was his first offense, and literally they locked them up because of what you were talking about. During that time, they were sweeping. They would call themselves cleaning the street. And to clean the street, what you do, you chop off the head. And not knowing that the head or what they thought or perceived as the head is a great guy, is a great man, was a great young leader that we had here in this city that amongst those savages or the people who what they considered us during that time, the shit that was happening. Don't get me wrong, there's some real savages out here during that time. But those savages looked up to him. And they would listen to him. And he was a man, and he is and was, even during that time, was a man of great sense and a great leader. Yeah. So he wasn't leading people down. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can't stop a man from doing, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, he ended up getting out. He ended up getting out and changing a lot of things as far as the Nashville laws when it comes to first time offenders and when it comes to the school zone.
I'm gonna do my research a little bit about the answer. You feel me? Because like I said, I would say at that point in time, let's see, I'm in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, so I'm really like first starting rapping type shit, low key. You feel me? Like G Unit, it was big. I wanted to be in Dipset really bad. Commons B album was like huge for me. Late Registration, I copped that. I copped Late Registration. Power Walls, The People's Champ.
What was the first CD you ever bought?
With my own money?
Yeah.
First CD I bought my own money. It was Late Registration, actually. It was.
What was it?
Mine was the documentary about the game.
That's hard. Ooh, man, that's hard. Man, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Hey, you want to tell you the first CD I bought my own fucking money.
Which one?
Blue CD, Hypnotized Camp Posse, man.
For real?
The blue one that had that ass and titties. Had that song on there, right? Had all them songs on that motherfucker. Ooh, that was the first. That was
Late Registration.
My mama broke it. She broke it, hoe.
Why she broke it?
Cause man, she was like, you ain't listen to all this. Yeah, she got mad. I went about another.
Is that where you got inspired to do music at? Is that what like sparked the fire for you?
What, like, as far as rapping?
Yeah, like me.
Nah, man. What sparked my fire is rapping. Man, you gonna tell you something? I ain't never said this in real. I ain't never said this out loud, man.
Never. You've never been asked this.
Except to the person who did it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't just one, but it was one individual who I was close with that sparked my interest in rapping. And shout out my guy Villain. But it was Untamed, man. Untamed. There's a group of young boys out of Inglewood, out east. And they the ones who did Grey Goose first, and they featured All Star on it. All Star took Grey Goose.
I remember
and made it his song, which was his biggest song. You know what I'm saying? Grey Goose. But it was an Untamed song first. Skip, Villain, and my dog Wicked, who is Beezy's brother, Brittany Abernathy. That's her brother, Brandon when he did some time, you know what I'm saying? But Brandon, Villain, and Skip.
This nigga D.H. got the whole story.
Yeah.
I'm loving this right now.
Yeah. Brandon, Villain, and Skip, man. They the ones, man. I'm talking about at the house parties. I'm talking about when we was having house parties all across East Nashville, where it was team parties at the YMCA and shit. Like they were
the Morgan Mattis one.
Yeah. They were performing then, and so it was like, you know what I'm saying. These niggas is my age, bro. They rapping, bro, and people loving it, and they was hard, like. So, but that was when Star started rapping around the same time. You feel me?
I was gonna say, how did they not capitalize on the song, but Star did?
Because Star took the song and actually had the people to actually drop it as a single and put it in airplay on radios and you know what I'm saying, because Star. That was around the same time Star actually went and signed with Gotti, because he was doing the All About Business, all them mixtapes at first, right. And then. He signed with Gotti, and when he signed with Gotti, that was don't quote me, but I believe that was his first single when he signed with Gotti. Was Grey Goose.
I think it was too.
And because he had Jeezy on it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm on that Grey Goose.
And G. So look though, this how crazy it is though. This how crazy it is. Villain them wrote that. That's Villain them song. You feel me? That they featured Star on. He took the song from them. Then the song got taken from him, because you know what CD that the song is actually on, who got all the money from it? It's on Trap or Die with Jeezy. It's on Trap or Die, like the classic Trap or Die.
Oh, the mixtape Trap or Die?
The mixtape, Jeezy's classic Trap or Die mixtape.
It sure is
Grey
on
Goose
there.
is on that. So Jeezy end up getting all of the, but that also is what got Star buzzing.
That shit was on the radio out here now.
But that song originated in Inglewood, Tennessee.
That's crazy.
You feel me? So Villain them, they the ones who got me into rapping. You know what I'm saying? But if I like just music, man, my whole family, just the gospel music, man. I was always part of that.
What about you, Brian? What got you into music, bro?
It's essentially the same thing, man. My mom sung. Her mom sung. My aunt taught herself how to play piano when she was 5. She played cello. She played drums a little bit. My granddad. So my mom and them from here. My dad from Chat. So a lot of my dad's side is in the Chat. But my dad used to own a couple like clubs back in my granddad owned clubs back in the day. Like he got pictures with like Lionel Richie and shit. The Commodores used to crash at their crib back in the day. So it's almost like it's like it's like being embedded in me type shit in terms of like just the love for the music. As far as rapping goes though, that was just one of them things where I started off on some like I just thought it was funny. I thought it was fun. Like I liked putting words together that rhymed and just seeing people reaction to it. And then ultimately, I just started to get a little bit deeper into it. I think, let me see, who was big when I was coming up? Like, T.I. was huge for me. T.I. was ginormous. My dad's a big, like, DMX, Pac, and Cube fan. Kanye, of course, Jay, of course, whatever was on the radio and stuff. And then eventually, I got around my nigga True and my nigga Dopey. If y'all watching this, I love y'all forever. They used to have a group. It was my boy True, Dopey, and True older brother K1. There was a group called oh my God, what was the name of that group? Oh, Triple Threat. Triple Threat was the name of that group. And the first time I met True, they was just kind of like looking for niggas to kind of like just I guess join along with them. And it was Dopey's like 11th birthday. You know when niggas used to like come through, spend the night and all that shit. Me and this nigga True battled for like an hour straight battling, and like nobody there could like decide who won. And honestly, at that time, True and his older partner, shout out my nigga Big Glenn too. Big Glenn. That's like that's really one of the guys who like every time he was rapping, I was like, bro, dope as fuck. And so I'm getting respect from these guys, and I'm like, okay, I guess I really can do that. So that, and then I think like a couple years later, I remember freestyling for my dad one time over like the 93 to Infinity instrumental. And he was kind of like, oh shit, you kind of good. Because my dad used to rap too, but he never actually like put it into motion or whatever. I still remember seeing like a couple like composition notebooks of just shit that he was writing. And I'm like, that's inspiring. Damn, so you take those things and you just kind of bubble them into one. Plus, the music in itself, like, it's just nothing like rap music. It's like one of the last like new forms of like music ever, and it ain't even necessarily new because it comes from so many other things. But it's just the way that they put its spin on those styles and on those genres that we've already heard. You can't really deny it. And so just being able to say that like I was good at putting words together and like really making people feel some type of way, I'm like, okay, bet. And so from there it just kind of just went up, really. For
sure. I'm pretty new on both of y'all's career. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now really tapping in.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said career.
Let's just be real. Y'all got full blown careers out here. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like
dope.
I wanna let's play some of this music, but I'm not sure who was first. Let's start with DH, bro. Really, one thing I really fuck with you, like I said, bro, you were able to play both sides of the field and understand it too. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, bro. Let's get into this first one real quick. Have you heard this, Brian?
I don't think so. I don't think I had. Hey, you throw me my phone, man.
Late night, early mornings.
But this sound like a DH groove though.
Do you produce your own music?
With Talented Ted. Talented. He from Detroit. This that groove and shit. Like, I like this right here, too. Aitch. Yeah, late nights and early mornings. I'm known to take flight late nights and early morning. nights and early morning. Late nights and early morning. Nights and early morning.
I love this.
Survive. Take flight late nights and early mornings and perfected my craft. Put all my trust in the process, directed my path. Told mama, look, I'm sorry, you ain't raised me up bad. But I hopped off in that water like I'm taking a bath. 21 taking trips, heavyweight on the slab. Niggas started doing numbers like I'm taking up math. Tried to hold me under, had to make me a splash. Took the road less traveled, had to make me a pass. Almost gave away my life, trying to make me a bag. Asked God for some help, and then he made me a dad.
Yeah, bro.
That's hard.
That's like, bro. That's like on some what,
that.
2018, 2017 type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What can you remember about like just being in that type of zone at that moment?
I love that.
Yeah,
that was a groove.
During that time, man, it was just a lot going on, man. It was a lot going on. It was after I lost my little brother. And so, you know, after I lost my little brother, life kind of took on a different meaning. And my music became, like, music always been, like, you know, it's always been one of my coping mechanisms as far as, like, for life, stress or whatever. But after I lost my little brother, like that, my music really became, you know, my everything. It really became the only thing that
Safe haven almost.
Yeah,
I know exactly
that kept me sane. You feel me?
Yep.
Like it kept me sane. So, during that time, I was 24 hours when it came to that shit. You know, that song, I actually, like I said, I made that song. I had a show that night and performed at some little spot in Antioch off Murfreesboro Road, and came back to the studio after the show, and the people who were with me, they had fell asleep. It was probably like 5 something. You know what I'm saying? And I said that during the shit because the shit was all freestyle, like yeah. Like I mean, like it wasn't you know like just like I'm just went in for what some of that shit was. I just went in freestyle, right. But like you know, it was one of the perks of knowing how to record yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I was just in a mean vibe. I was lit, like, and the niggas who was with me had fell asleep on the couch right there while I was recording. So I said something about it, like, I was like, what time is it, Kel? I just need to sleep over here. And I said, you know why? Because it's the late nights and early mornings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, and
real life situations.
Yeah. And
the only time I see you too, though, bro. So, like, you really live your music, bro.
Man, well, I you know, it's, I feel like you got to, bro.
Yeah, like, that's that Tennessee thing, man. Yeah. For real. That niggas do not be lying about the shit we be talking about, like, for the most part. Like, as far as I know, at least anyway. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be telling their whole truth and then some. So shit.
Yeah. I think it's one. I mean, that's what music is for, though. Like, you feel me? It's for you to tell your truth, and anyone who doesn't, they're disgracing the art. Like, they're not being true to the art. Like that, like music is for that. Like, it's for that. Whatever your truth is, or whatever it is that the point or meaning that you're trying to, you know, get out to the people. Like, it got to be just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you know, if we could ever get back to just real shit, my nigga. Like, I have no problem if your real shit is weird shit. I have no problem with that.
Cause it's real.
Cause it's real. You feel me? And you can feel that. Like, this a weird ass nigga, but like this nigga, you feel me? Like, this is him, and I can respect that. Yeah. But it's just you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can just get back to that part, you know. And I think we here in Nashville are
it's happening.
Yeah, it's
for sure.
You know.
It's definitely happening right now.
For sure. Let's get into this next song real quick, man. It's by Brian.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was my favorite one, you feel me? And then the video that Sek did too.
Hey, man.
Shitty, bro.
Listen.
Shitty.
Whole song is a true story too. That's the crazy part about this whole thing. Yeah.
Have you heard this, Dave?
I love how we ain't heard each other's shit. I love that. That's fine. That's how Nashville niggas be. We fuck with each other. We be like, oh, I heard that. Yeah.
You can't can't see if you look. But just add seeds, know when you cook it. You know, get that bullshit out the way while you at it, my nigga. Don't throw no salt in the game. If you ain't got no flavor, you can't see if you looking. But just add seeds, know when you cook it. For sure. Get that bullshit out the way while you at it, my nigga. Don't throw no salt in the game if you ain't got no flavor.
Started writing this the other day as I was strolling down Broadway. Homeless man, started jacket his pillow, sleeping broad day. Plenty of us passing by, but none of us have changed to spare. If I had it, no, I got them. Wonder if they even care. Condos just keep coming up and generations going down. But look around, your hood might be next.
Man, that's facts, bro.
No reason to be perplexed. I wish that came with a punchline. I'm like Richard Pryor in this motherfucker. Which way is up sometimes? Smile through the stress, pray through the pain. Yada yada yada, shit's still the same. Check the TL, another nigga slang. How you feeling? Can't complain. I guess. Push back, reset, Super Nintendo. Though it's a lot on the mental. Don't forget what you in it for. I hold it down for the east side. Mama want me on the BT. My little brother making beats now. Family ties, no loose strings. I'ma talk this real, get the pockets filled, then the bottom grill, give it back to what got me here. I can't think of a better feeling. Got it all.
That's crazy. I hadn't heard that in a second. You feel me?
That shit dope.
That was crazy. And what's funny about that was like the strolling down Broadway. That was a true story because I had just got my hair cut and like I was feeling good as fuck. I ain't gonna stunt to you. I had been had that beat for a second. Shout out Sir Elliot, another cat from here too. He had sent me that beat a while back and I knew I wanted to write to it, but I couldn't think of it. And so that one was like Friday, right? And I got my hair cut early that morning. I think I was hungover too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a little rough night, so I was like out and about and shit. But got me a haircut, was feeling fresh, and I'm walking from like I think I was walking from like 4th Broadway, and I seen the homeless dude sleeping. I just seen like all these white dudes in suits and corporate folk just passing by him, and I felt bad because for one, I wanted to give him some change, but I didn't have it. And two, I was not finna go back to the ATM just to take a little something out. Like I just, and even me saying that, I was like, how can he even feel like that when you didn't even want to do nothing? It's like, I know, I get it, I feel you, but I if I had it, I would have gave it to him. How many other people walking by him would have even thought to just,
they be having it too.
You feel me? Just it's your money, it's your bread. Do whatever you want to do to it. Who am I to judge or say? But I'm like, damn, does anybody not see this man like sleep with a jacket as his pillow? Like, is nobody saying nothing? So I just took that and then just kind of just thought about where the city was going with the course of the condos and then the generations and shit, man. And it was just like, man, they just need to be talked about. And as best as I know how to, because I ain't no savant about all this information and shit. I'm just now starting to watch the news for real and stuff. But just based off what I see and what I know and what I've learned, I'm like, okay, this is what's happening and I don't fuck with it. So let me address this and let me find a cool way to talk about this. So
that's real though.
Yeah.
You really see how commercialized Broadway is getting now. It's really pushing the homeless.
Used to be a strip club on Broadway, man. Like back in the day type shit. Used to be one where
Prentice Alley, right?
Yeah. One used to be one on Prentice Alley. Cabaret Royale used to be on 4th, right where Martin's and
Top Dog was right there, Selma 1.
Yeah, so a lot of shit done changed, man. Plus, I ain't gonna stunt to you. The Richard Pryor bar was fire. I'm a big Richard Pryor fan, so and Which Way Is Up is one of like my favorite like funny movies. So
Tiaras, the strip club. Tiaras, boy. Ooh, Tiaras.
This boy having a flashback. I ain't get to experience these things. I'm kind of saying.
Nah, it was a lot more black businesses, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like late 90s, early 2000s, man. There was a lot more black businesses, man. That
was thriving.
Don't forget, man. We had all our black clubs was on Second, bro. That's where we used to be at. Like we used to all be on Second, bro. Like, but now it's no clubs for black people. It's nothing for black people downtown. It's like I'm talking about strictly that shit is not happening.
Yeah,
but at one point in time, that's where it was.
Second was
yeah, bro. It's like, bro, you finna go downtown, bro.
Station was down there.
What?
Graham, I can't think of what was the one next to it.
I mean, I'm thinking all of them. Graham, Mystic, Twilight.
Mystic was fire.
Mystic
I was 18, fucking the hookah bar, Bebo's. Dude, listen, I bro, that was like fresh out of graduate from high school. I was ecstatic.
I don't remember all those shit.
I mean, no, but like you ain't even gotta remember though. Like you just walking past them, it was always jumping out there.
Like,
Just
bro. Everybody
Mystic,
used to be downtown.
Mystic,
bro.
yeah,
like,
Mystic
like
used
you
to
could
jump.
ride, like you could actually ride through down. Like, man, hey, what y'all finna do? Y'all trying to go downtown?
You finna go like you
niggas is not
second every weekend, but it was always a good time, bro.
Bro. Like if a nigga say he going downtown now, then you already expect bar hopping. Like you expect it. But back then, like
You could go to one place and be cool for the rest of the
like,
night.
you literally be at the club, my nigga.
I ain't into all that hopping around type shit either. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, boy. It's shit done changed.
Bill got so many stories, man. Let's tap into this next song. It's DH right here.
Ooh, man. Me and Lil Ham.
And because I want to show them both sides. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I want to show them both sides.
Money to go to war, homie.
It costs money to go to war, homie. It's a
I don't
bar.
know why these niggas hate me for. Keep it on me, what you take me for.
Why you don't ever send me no beats like this?
So like
I got Lil Ham key on this motherfucker.
Say no more.
I'd rather get some money with you, nigga. Let's get the paper. Don't know why they niggas hate me for. Keep it on me, what you take me for. You fly, just
shit hard, bro.
That shit's boom.
Going with that hating, bro. Sound like a tape cut. My life I shaping up. I'd rather get some money with you, nigga. Let's get the paper. I don't know why these niggas hate me for. Is it cause I be getting the cake? It's written all over your face. I swear I just stay out the way. Might just go fuck on your bitch during the day. Pockets get fat, but they say I'm lazy. I say I'm better, but they say I'm crazy. Neo the one got me Jason McGrady. Made in the 90s, but came from the 80s. House off a ship, been hanging in cases. She pull up looking for dick, call her Tracy. Might not hop on your little song till you pay me. Might not come on, just hop on the plane. I'm in my zone, these niggas can't fade me. Jigga might hit the dead like Stacy. Patrick Swayze, then what the devil no bad for day. Eyes and hate, it come from the soul, man. Beat that pussy like Conan. Late at night watching Conan. Like I'm trying to be on that performance. That's why I'm on it. Up my
When I heard this,
Hey, that nigga said he pushing like, oh, man, watching late night and cold, man. That's some old head shit, boy. Hey, that's what it is. Hell, good grief.
Let's tap into this next one real quick.
Ooh, you took it back.
Bro, this remind me on some currency shit too.
Roger and Zap, for real. You took it back. Good grief. Boom.
Hey,
Shout out Ducko.
They get that computer love. Heard it through the grapevine. That I am that nigga now. She ain't take time. Said she wanna be mine. I might make her fall in love. Probably write a song about it if she with me long enough. We be bumping Chief Keef in the Honda with my nigga Aaron getting high. I told him one day
I will be the heir apparent. Now apparently I am they dog.
Hear that bark, though. That's my nigga till the end. Been with me from the start, though. One time for little nachos. Keep on flicking. Capture the moments, but make sure you get your Benjis. Cause with your dreams, sometimes you gotta be stingy. But once they become reality, everybody see the vision. So they say, ugly nigga, but I got that glow. They used to play me, then I bust a couple after the show and make them say my name. But that was my old ways. I'm trying to retire my jersey, trying to get out the game. What you be about? I'm on my way, you a bit behind. Shout it, rewrite.
I need that whole song in one take too.
And you could live.
I'm finna say, cause that song really ain't that long.
Nah, I did that whole thing in one take, man. I did that whole thing in one take.
Man, that nigga Brown is a vibe.
That's what be tripping me out about the whole like lyrical rapper thing. I'm like, okay, I can rap really well. That's just say that.
But you vibe.
And that's what
The
I'm
tracks
saying.
That you pick, the tracks
Oh,
that you pick, man.
picky beat picker for sure. I'm very picky about my beats. That's the one thing that I've always like hold very, very high is like beat selection. All my favorites, like even when Outkast got weird, they always found a way to like fill the space and the void of whatever they had created to make everything as a unison like won the whole thing. You never listen to a song like the Art of Storytelling Part 1 and be like, oh, this shit's trash. I don't know how you can say that type thing, but they just found a way to like take what was in front of them and just fill the spaces, weave within in and out, and never like overstepping a boundary or never like being too overzealous with what they were trying to accomplish. So I'm big on just trying to just whatever's in front of me, I just take that and I just make it shake as best as possible for sure. Like lately, like my studio sessions, beat me 2 minutes and 42 seconds. I don't do nothing more or less, but whatever I got within 2 minutes and 42 seconds, bro. Like just trying to get better at just repetition type shit for real, man.
So with you, Brian, like you dropped, I believe, an EP in 2014.
Yes, sir. It's a classic too. God damn it, 722. Niggas know what's going on, playing.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when I listen, and I actually looked at that's like angel numbers or something like that. Man,
so first and foremost, I called it 722 because that's the time I was born on my birthday back in '93. I had no idea what I was gonna call it at the I had no idea what I was gonna call it at the time, but it just kind of like scrounging around my dresser in my living room, and for some reason, my original birth certificate just so happened to be on my dresser. I have no idea why, but it was there, and so I found that shit, and I was like, it just as soon as I saw it, it just clicked. I was like, oh, okay, we gonna run with that. And so originally, actually, it was 13 songs, but I did a show at East Room. Bottom of 2013, 285 people paid at the door for my second show ever. So first and foremost, nigga been getting numbers. I don't really.
Shout out.
I'm one of those people, and DH can vouch for it too, and I think honestly anybody can vouch for it. Like I'd rather let the music speak for itself. I'd rather let the work speak for itself. But that night, couldn't tell me shit. I was on a high. All my homies was back at home from school and shit. Like, everybody was still, like, freshmen and sophomores and shit. So everybody's back at home. Good night, good vibes. And Ducko happened to be there, and Ducko was like, yo, pull by the crib. And then, you know what Ducko used to stay over there off Gallatin and shit right across from the Checkers. Yeah. He pulled up on me and was like, man, I put up on him. He was like, man, just kind of just give him, like, the 6, 7 best songs that you got and just run with that. And initially, I was like, I don't want to. Like, I got my homies. I got friends on there. I ain't trying to, like, lead them out. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't even thinking about it like that. It was more so like trust me on this one, these 6 or 7 is going to be way better than the thing as a whole. Nothing's wrong with the thing as a whole, but you could easily grab people's attention and we more with less. Right. And so I trusted them. We picked out them 6, and honestly, my whole world has not been the same since that EP, for the better and for the worse, even sometimes. But I'm here though, type thing, still pushing, so they're making it happen.
And yeah, make sure y'all tap into that, because I mean, I wasn't privy, but
that's crazy.
Like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And I like so when I do my due diligence on somebody, I like to go start where they begin from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to hear the progression. You know what I'm saying? I can't just start off at, oh, this is where they at currently, and not understand like what came before.
You know and another thing too that I that kind of, to go back what we was talking about earlier, when I first started rapping, I honestly had no idea about a lot of the niggas who were like prevalent and even paved the way, and who I'm even considering myself friends with right now. Like, I had no idea about any of them. Like, I came out the gate and was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm doing. Could really give a fuck more or less about who's watching, who's caring, who's gonna see him. But I know this shit is tight right here, type thing. So I think I won't say that like rub people the wrong way, because usually it's always like some gauntlet or some shit niggas gotta go through. I was just more so like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like something that like niggas, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I bypass all of that with just some fire ass music and being myself. And so that in itself is something I'll never get away from that identity at all. Because I don't know what better thing to do but to just be me and just give people what they want to hear, And I'm getting better at what people want to hear. So, hell yeah, 722 was huge, man. I was just angry then, though. I was real just like, because, man, like, let's see, that was summer. I wrote a lot of that around, like, fall of 2012. I was still working at Chipotle. And, like, pretty much all summer 2013. My friend had drowned. Rest in peace, Ernest. He had drowned. Was that my sophomore going into my junior summer? Yep, he had drowned in, and then my homie committed suicide. Like I talk about on Newport that summer, like my sister's first prom. So I was just mad. I had so many. I was mad at the world. I was mad at God. I was mad at everybody. I was just mad. So I just had a lot of questions, and the only thing I knew to do was to pull out that goddamn composition notebook and just print it out express myself. And a lot of people related, and I won't say that I didn't necessarily expect that, but I just didn't expect it to the magnitude of how many people related. So I'm super thankful that I was able to kind of give people some type of, form of release therapy, whatever people use my music for. I'm just so blessed that people even want to listen to my music in those times for them whenever they go through shit like that, for real. So shit crazy.
With you, Dave, I remember you said you kind of taking a little step back from music for a little bit just to kind of get the juices flowing or revitalize whatever you got currently going on in your life. Can you talk about why that's important for you at this moment?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily just taking a step back from music. It's more just taking a step into myself a little bit more. I believe, well, I mean, I'm well into my 10,000 hours.
Hey.
As far as like, what I done put into this, and without even going into everything, but I done put in a lot for myself along with others.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people like I said, just tapped in a little bit on it, but it's a lot of people I done work with, and so I just kind of just have taken this last little period of time to focus on that self-love, man, on that healing, bro.
It's important, man.
Like you can grow to a certain extent, or grow to a certain point that if you haven't healed from things that happened in the past, or things that you're going through at the moment, you know what I'm saying, you don't take time to recognize it and correct it, then it's only gonna hinder you.
Man.
You feel me? And it wasn't that I necessarily felt myself start to plateau, but I emotionally I was beginning to plateau. Not with my passion for the music, like still, you know what I'm saying, I'm still in the studio. Like I left the studio before I came here. Right. But I just had to show that same passion in regular life, like with my kids, like with myself, like I said, first and foremost. But it's worked out great for me. You feel me? It's worked out great for me, man. So I advise anybody who watching this to, man, take some time to love yourself, man. Take some time. That sounds so cliche or whatever, but I mean, real.
That's real.
That's real. Yeah.
Like, and if loving yourself means telling some people no, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah, you feel me?
Yeah,
like
that part right there.
if loving yourself means concentrating on yourself at like when you're usually the glue for everybody else, like, look, man, everybody else got fall.
Yep.
Because if not, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't refill someone's glass if you empty type shit. So, and that's kind of just
Wait. Say that one more time, please. One more time.
Hey, you can't refill someone's glass if yours is empty.
And let the doors of the church say amen.
You hear me?
Amen.
But yeah, man. But yeah, that's just where I've been. That's where I've been, man. I haven't been this happy in a while, dog.
I feel that, bro. I feel
I
that.
haven't been this happy in a while, man. So like I feel great. I feel great about it.
You can't fake this energy right here, though. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you'll be getting a lot of love in his Instagram live comments too, man. Homie said it Mac was like your last project was solid too.
Hey,
man.
appreciate that,
Sorry.
fam. Appreciate that.
Man, I really just appreciate y'all just coming through. Like I really, like, we need to go over the damn outline, but this is what I like, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, just real conversation, just the fluidity of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really what I want to show the world, not just
But that's what niggas need to see about Nashville. It's like this. Anytime any of us link up, like it don't matter what side you from. If you got some type of like correlation or connection, chances are you wind up going down some rabbit hole of just some really good times, some fine memories, some just special moments that we've just got to start telling these folks about before they become like Lost Chronicles or some shit. You see what they've been trying to do with Fish for forever. You know, lose accreditation. They say, fuck it, let's just make it some Vanderbilt property type shit. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna do away with the Jubilee Saints.
You feel me? They didn't. You know, they definitely won't tell you that the term Music City came from the Jubilee Saints. Because I done threw that in about like 4 songs just to make sure niggas know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's little stuff like that where we, as you know, true quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, Nashvillians, just got to be willing to tell our truths and to be as transparent about what we know and who we know and how we got here as possible. And like I said earlier, let these folk know that like it don't take a lot of fame and a lot of status to make an impact. You feel me? It don't take all that. You can be a local neighborhood grocery store clerk, and I guarantee you put a smile on their face, and just because you just recognize who they are and stuff of that nature. So we just got to be able to just put the bullshit aside and just let these messages and these stories be heard. Because if we not gonna tell it, who the fuck is? You know what I'm saying?
Right. We the next generation up.
You know what I'm saying? We are.
Yeah,
we're the future. We're the kids of the future that Whitney Houston was singing about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would we not like put our whole foot forward on a lot of this shit, man?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna stop.
For sure, man. Y'all trying to drop a little freestyle real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to feel the vibes real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get to it, man. Higher frequencies. Let's get to it.
Woo.
DH, Brian, Brown. Let's get it.
Oh. In here with my dog Sean, tryna get it on, tryna drop a bomb for these people to learn something I'm really on. I'm just vibing with it, man.
I threw the hat on backwards and I gotta go ahead and get it jacking. Check it out, BBDH and my nigga Shine. High Frequencies is the podcast that we on. 2-3, baby, now I been in the zone. Grip on the game, so you know that I hold my own. Mr. Nonchalant, Mr. Laid Back, so cool, so good. And 100 ad, tell me where the money at. 10s, 20s, 50s, where the 100s at.
Where the 100s at, coming with 100 pay. Shit, don't get mad if I bring your 100 back to the crib or the condo.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck, I probably pass like Rondo. I got the 9 on me too. Yeah, I got the grind in me too. Yeah, I got the shine on me too. Did I say I got the 9 on me too?
Bang,
just
bang.
Quit playing. You better listen to what I'm saying for a nigga get the spraying. I ain't playing with these niggas. Nah, I ain't talking about that. It's high frequencies. You know we already talked about that.
Talk about that. Down here, you know we walk like that. Johnny Cash, don't you cross that line. VV, one of the illest of all time. Oh shit, B change. Damn. Shit sound like a Boondocks in the booth.
Brian Brown, DH, we just vibing, man.
Sometimes I'm Huey, sometimes I'm Riley, but I'm the illest. You can't deny it. Up in the boondocks, smoking on the shrubbery. Baby girl coming through, she better bring the rubbers in. I ain't got time for the bullshit, baby. Got it wrapped up like the hair I'm swaying. I don't give a damn, but I don't give a fuck. But you know if it's such, then you know that it's up. Niggas be stuck on the hooks and the vibes. We can do this shit all day, all night. Shout out east side, love my side. Call that shit the motherland. If you let me tell it, I could really give a damn. Could really give a
damn. Don't know just who I am. Niggas hit me with they spam. I'm like, damn, who is you? I don't even know shit. Probably shot your boo. Probably hit your goo. Probably hit the 2. I don't even know shit. I ride with the crew. Ride with the crew, feeling like I'm young Drake. But every time I can feel that these niggas fake. These niggas looking at me like they really wanna shake. Nah, nigga, I don't shake hands with the fake.
Nah.
Can you please not play these niggas fucking in the club?
Yeah.
We don't listen to rats around here. That's what the song says.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rats in the city.
Hey, I
At the same
appreciate
time.
y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. For real, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, hold on. Before we dip, though, shout out y'all social medias real quick. Y'all Instagrams.
Oh,
Definitely. Well, shit, man. I'm at SSK_DH. Like the 2 letters, man. DH. On everything, man. SSK_DH.
Word. I am world. Niggas be thinking I be saying words, so I be having to pronounce that whole thing. It's world. WORLD. World of Brown. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. That's SoundCloud. Yeah, World of Brown, man. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all just coming through and just cultivating like community. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, boss.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having us in here, man.
This is fly, man.
Man, man, I've been waiting on it. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad we did that, man.
Very productive Saturday night, man. Just I don't know what I'd rather be doing. So
Yeah, dope
Higher
shit.
frequencies, we out.
yes, sir.
Shout out Q Parks.
Our East was good.